Look around you. This moment, right here, right now. It's a gift. So often we move through our days waiting for the next big thing, the milestone, the moment when everything clicks into place. But what if I told you that the true magic, the real shift in your life, doesn't happen in some distant, someday? It happens here, in the ordinary, in the traffic jam, in the quiet morning, in the deep breath before a difficult meeting. It happens when we learn to practice gratitude anywhere, anytime. For years, I've spoken about keeping a gratitude journal. It's a powerful practice, but gratitude isn't meant to be confined to the pages of a book you write in at night. It's a living, breathing awareness you can carry with you into every corner of your existence. So, how do we do it? How do we make gratitude our default setting, no matter where we are or what we're facing? Let us begin with the most fundamental truth about gratitude. It exists only in one place, and that is the present moment. You cannot be grateful for something in the future, for it has not yet arrived. And you cannot truly relive gratitude for something in the past, without bringing its essence into your now. The practice therefore starts with a conscious, deliberate decision to anchor yourself firmly in the current second. This is the indispensable first step. Think of your mind as a boat often adrift on a sea of memories or anxieties about what is to come. Gratitude is the anchor you drop into the waters of the present. It stops the drift. It grounds you. How do you do this anywhere and anytime? You start with a single breath. You simply pause wherever you are, and you take one deep intentional breath. Feel the air entering your lungs. Feel your chest rise and fall. This simple act is a powerful declaration that you are here. You are present. From this anchored place you can begin to look around. Not with a hurried glance but with a soft, focused attention. What is physically here with you in this moment? Perhaps you are sitting in a chair. Feel its support beneath you. Acknowledge that it is holding you up. Perhaps there is a window with light streaming through. Notice the quality of that light. Is it bright and bold or soft and diffused? This light is a gift arriving without your asking. The practice of anchoring is about silencing the loud narrative of what was or what might be, and tuning into the quiet hum of what is. It is about finding the solid ground of reality beneath your feet, the reality of your own heartbeat, the reality of the sky above you, the reality of the floor supporting you. This may seem simple, almost too simple, but its power is profound. In a traffic jam, instead of spiraling into frustration, you anchor. You feel the steering wheel under your hands. You hear the sound of the engine. You are here, alive and safe in this vehicle. In a stressful meeting, you anchor. You feel your feet on the floor. You notice the texture of the table. You return to your breath. This anchoring does not solve the external problem, but it changes your internal point of origin. It moves you from a state of reaction to a state of conscious being. And from that state of being, gratitude naturally begins to stir. You cannot be grateful for a memory you are replaying, nor for a fear you are projecting. You can only be grateful for the substance of this very moment. So before you seek things to be thankful for, you must first arrive fully in the place where thankfulness lives. You must plant your feet in the now. This is not a philosophical idea. It is a practical, actionable technique. Your breath is always with you. The sensations of your body are always with you. They are your immediate anchors to the present. Use them when you feel overwhelmed or disconnected, or even when you are feeling joy. You return to this anchor. It is the silent, necessary preparation for everything that follows in the practice of gratitude. It is the still point from which all true appreciation grows. Once you are anchored in the present moment, the world around you transforms from a mere backdrop into a rich tapestry of gifts waiting to be acknowledged. This is where you engage your senses one by one. You see, your senses are the direct pathways to experiencing the now. They are the tools that allow you to collect the raw materials of gratitude from your immediate environment. Begin with your sight. Pause and consciously ask yourself, what is one thing I can see right now that I can appreciate? Do not look for grandeur. Look for the simple, often overlooked details. It could be the vibrant green of a plant, the careful craftsmanship of a nearby object, or the way sunlight creates a pattern on the wall. Truly see it. Then move to your hearing. Close your eyes for just a second if you can and listen. Identify one sound. It might be the distant laughter of a child, the steady rhythm of rainfall, or the comforting hum of a computer. Listen to it not as noise but as evidence of life's movement. Next, feel. What is one sensation you can notice? The soft texture of your clothing, the solid support of the floor beneath your feet, the gentle warmth of a cup in your hands. This sensory checklist is a powerful exercise you can perform anywhere. In a crowded waiting room, on a busy street, in your own kitchen. It systematically pulls you out of the swirling thoughts in your mind and plants you firmly within the physical abundance that is already and always surrounding you. By methodically engaging each sense, you move from a state of thinking about your life to a state of directly feeling it. You discover that gratitude is not a complex intellectual concept. It is a lived experience built from the beautiful, ordinary details delivered to you through sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell in any given moment. This is the practice that transforms a simple list of good things into a profound conversation with your own soul. It is the act of finding the because. Anyone can say they are grateful for their home, or their job, or their family. These are the broad categories of our blessings, but to truly feel the power of gratitude, you must drill down to the specific reason why that thing matters to you. This moves gratitude from a general acknowledgement into a deep personal resonance. So you do not simply note, "I am grateful for my car." You pause and you find the connective meaning. I am grateful for my car because it gives me the freedom to visit my sister whenever I wish. I am grateful for my car because it held me safe through last winter's storm. I am grateful for my car because it carries me to work where I can contribute. That single word "because" is a bridge. It connects an object or a circumstance directly to the feeling it creates, the need it fulfills, or the memory it holds. This can be applied to anything, anywhere. Standing in line, you might think, "I am grateful for this moment of pause." Then you find the because. I am grateful for this moment of pause because it allows me a quiet breath in a hectic day. Eating a meal, you think, "I am grateful for this food." Then you go deeper. I am grateful for this food because it nourishes my body and reminds me of my grandmother's cooking. This practice forces a beautiful and necessary specificity. It prevents gratitude from becoming a rote repetition of the same familiar items. It asks you to look at the same blessing from a new angle and find a fresh reason for your thankfulness today. The because reveals the story behind the blessing. It uncovers the love, the security, the freedom, the joy, or the peace that the thing itself represents. In doing so, it does more than make you feel thankful. It makes you understand the intricate web of support and meaning that upholds your life. You begin to see not just the gifts themselves, but the beautiful purposes they serve. This understanding is what fills your heart. It is what makes gratitude a sustaining force, rather than a passing thought. When you find the because, you are not just counting your blessings, you are appreciating their value, and in that act you multiply their worth in your own life. Now we come to one of the most transformative applications of gratitude, which is the conscious act of reframing the challenge. Life is not a series of perfect moments, and gratitude is not a practice of blind optimism that ignores difficulty. True resilience is forged in the fire of our struggles, not by pretending the fire does not exist, but by discovering what can be purified and strengthened within its heat. This is where you ask the pivotal question: what is this situation here to teach me? That difficult conversation with a colleague is not merely an irritation. It is an opportunity to practice patience and clear communication. The project that did not succeed is not just a failure. It is a masterclass in adaptability, offering crucial data on what does not work to guide you toward what will. The sudden change of plans that frustrates you is an unplanned invitation to practice flexibility and perhaps to discover a new path you would have otherwise missed. When you actively look for the lesson, you perform a powerful alchemy. You begin to shift your perspective from that of a passive victim of circumstance to that of an active, engaged student of life. The energy you would have spent on resentment or complaint is redirected toward curiosity and growth. This does not mean the challenge is not real or that the difficulty is not felt. It means you are choosing to partner with the experience rather than be overwhelmed by it. You are searching for the hidden gift, the strength, being summoned the boundary, being learned the compassion, being deepened. In a traffic jam, you might find the lesson is in practicing stillness. In a personal disappointment, the lesson might be in learning to release attachment to a specific outcome. This reframe is a deliberate and courageous choice. It is the decision to trust that even in the rubble there can be a foundation for something new. By asking what you are meant to learn, you open a door for gratitude to enter even the darkest room. You can become grateful for the growth, for the newfound strength, for the sharpened insight. This practice ensures that gratitude is not a fair weather friend, but a faithful companion through every season of your life. It allows you to build a life not in spite of your challenges, but often because of them. Consider all the minor pauses and delays that punctuate your day. The red light holding you at an intersection. The quiet minute before a meeting begins. The line at the coffee shop or the loading icon on a screen. We have been conditioned to see these as empty spaces, as stolen time, as frustrations that stand between us and our productivity. But what if we reclaimed them? What if we transformed these universal moments of waiting into powerful personal triggers for gratitude? This is a profound shift in perception. Instead of mentally drumming your fingers, you choose to see the pause as an invitation. Let the red light be your cue, not to simmer but to soften. In that still moment, you can look up and notice the sky. You can think of one person who made you smile this week. You can simply appreciate the fact you have a destination to go to. That loading icon becomes a signal to drop your shoulders and take one deep, grateful breath for the technology at your fingertips. The line at the store shifts from an inconvenience to a chance to observe the humanity around you and to feel thankful for community and for having the means to provide for yourself. By assigning this new purpose to waiting, you accomplish something remarkable. You take a common source of daily stress and you reprogram it into a consistent source of peace and recentering. You build gratitude directly into the architecture of your ordinary routine. No extra time is needed. The moments are already there, sprinkled throughout your day, like hidden seeds. You are simply choosing to water them with your attention. This practice ensures that gratitude is not another item on your to-do list to be scheduled for later. It becomes a spontaneous and integrated reflex. The world provides the trigger, the pause, and you provide the response, a moment of thankful recognition. Over time, you may even find yourself anticipating these small interruptions with a sense of quiet opportunity rather than impatience. You begin to collect these fragments of what was once lost time and weave them into a tapestry of continual appreciation. The space between activities is no longer dead air. It becomes the very breath of your practice, a chance to reset and reconnect with thankfulness dozens of times a day, without ever needing to step away from the flow of your life. To allow gratitude to remain merely a quiet internal feeling is to keep a lantern hidden under a basket. Its true power, its illuminating warmth, is only fully realized when it is shared. This is the vital practice of expressing it immediately. The moment a wave of thankfulness washes over you for someone or something, do not let it simply settle within you. Give it voice. Give it form. Send that spontaneous text message that says, "I was just thinking of you, and I am so grateful you are in my life." Look the barista in the eye and offer a genuine thank you for starting your day with that perfect cup. Compliment a colleague on a specific piece of work they did, and tell them you appreciate their effort. This act of immediate expression serves a dual profound purpose. First, it completes the circuit of gratitude. A feeling generated within you now travels out into the world, becoming a tangible positive force. It moves from being a passive state of mind to an active verb, something you do. Second, and perhaps more importantly, it multiplies the gratitude. When you express it, you not only reinforce the feeling within yourself, you also plant a seed of appreciation in another person. You become a source of affirmation and recognition. This act transforms a private moment into a shared connection. There is no need to wait for a grand gesture or a perfect occasion. The most powerful expressions are often the simplest and most timely. That fleeting thought that a friend would enjoy this sunset becomes a photograph sent with a note. The sudden memory of a kindness becomes a quick voice message. The appreciation for a team's hard work becomes a spoken word of thanks before everyone leaves for the day. By making this a habit, you train yourself to be a conduit for good feeling. You begin to live in a state of generous awareness, constantly noticing opportunities to affirm and uplift. This does not just change your internal landscape, it actively changes the environment around you. Your expression becomes a ripple that encourages others, and very often that ripple of kindness and recognition finds its way back to you. The gratitude you give away does not leave you empty. It fills the space between people with light, and it invariably returns to you deepened and enriched, having touched another heart along the way. And so we come to the end of our time together. But really, we are standing at a beautiful beginning. The practice of gratitude anywhere, anytime, is not about adding one more task to your already full life. It is about transforming the life you are already living. It is about changing the lens through which you view your entire world. You now have the tools. You have the anchor of the present moment to ground you. You have your senses to collect the countless gifts that surround you. You have the profound, because, to connect you to meaning. You have the reframe to find the lesson in every challenge. You have the waiting times, those universal pauses, now repurposed as sacred invitations. You have the immediate expression to complete the circuit and share the light. And you have the quiet closing of each day to seal it all with peace. This is your path. It is a path paved not with grand, rare stones, but with the ordinary gravel of your daily moments, polished now by your attention. When you walk this path, you make a revolutionary decision. You decide that joy and peace are not rewards for a life lived perfectly someday in the future. They are the natural results of a heart practiced in thankfulness today. Begin now. Not tomorrow, when things are easier, not next week when you have more time. Begin in the very next quiet moment you find. Take that one breath. Notice that one thing. Find that one. Because, watch what happens. You will start to see the world not as it is, but as it can be. A place of constant, gentle offering. You will discover that the abundance you have been seeking was never somewhere else. It has been here all along, waiting patiently for you to simply open your eyes, open your heart, and say, thank you.